What's up, everybody, YouTube and in between? This is Joe, and once again, Billy, Mr. Dr. Vaulting. Say hi.
Hello, people.
And welcome back to the Applink. So, we're going to be doing everything as per usual. So, we're going to be having our market watch, going into our top three, and then going into our main topic of discussion, which is just going to be everything that Bandai has just been sprinkling down in front of our faces, shoving down our throats, and I can't wait to have a good chat about it with everybody. So we're going to be having us two for a little bit, and then we're going to be having our good friend Joe joining in later on. Not sure when he's going to be joining, but you know, whenever he's free, it's all good, man. It's all good. More people to talk to. So I think with all that said, then let's go straight off into our market watch and our draw phase. And we're back, everybody, with our market watch. So again, this can be for a multitude of reasons: going up in price, going down in price, buy it now, buy it later, sell now, sell later, anything. It could be for any good old reasons. And Joe's here, straight into our market watch.
He appeared out of nowhere.
Yes, yeah, while Joe appeared. Dun, 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 dun.
Wrong franchise.
Yo.
If I was good at editing, I'd probably just go shh. A little digital gate open whenever someone comes in.
Possibly.
But yes, so we're going into our market once again. It could be for a multitude of reasons. So I think let's go with Billy. What's going to be your first market watch for today?
My first one's going to be a little bit of an interesting pick, just because I've been looking at the card market, seeing some fluctuating prices for this card, the SLM Bielstar Ace. It's been fluctuating in price. It's gone down actually from about, I think I saw it's like going for like from about £6 down. I'm not too sure, but it's definitely a card to keep your eyes out on if you like running Bielstar Ace, like our friends are. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, definitely the Free Musket deck isn't popping off as people hoped, maybe. I know Tamas was probably disappointed that it's not popping off as much. But yeah, no, BLSR definitely. I think it's still just like a nice generic ace. I know Joe was talking about using it for something that he was planning on building for. Yeah, no, it's good. Good class. I like it. Joe, do you have any market watches for today, or?
I think the entirety of EX1 is something to look out for.
So your top 3 slot is just going to be EX1
a whole
in
24
thirds.
cards.
Yes.
I think we've received a lot of good synergies with old EX1 stuff. And yeah, I'm not sure if these cards are going to particularly spike or crash or how it's going to work. I mean, it could be anything really, to be honest with you. I just think EX1 is going to be a very relevant set to be looking at the moment. And considering obviously it hasn't been in print since like when was EX1 dropped?
God above.
God blimey, I think that dropped when COVID was still in fresh.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Is it actually 2020?
Probably.
There's no way it was that early, was it? Was it the first year?
It was like it.
No. January 21st, 2022 for North America.
Okay.
So like, yeah, it's a 3-year-old set.
It feels really old though. Actually, no, it's still very old. It's still.
Yeah, it's a 3-year-old set now. I think a lot of the cards are, you know, relatively available, but you know, if for those of us that are newer to the game, like myself, who weren't playing back then, I think it's probably a good chance to grab them before. Hopefully, everyone clocks on the EX1 has got some crack shit in it.
Yeah, I think that's a very good shout. To be honest, I was saving this for my number 2, but I think I'll merge it in with that one. So what was going to be my number 2 is now number 3. It was going to be specifically EX1 Greymon Garurumon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think these two cards are going to be really good. So if I were to be like more specific, at least for the eyes and the appeal looks, the old arts for these two cards are absolutely fantastic. Like the Garurumon with the little digi like pixels going all over him, like the full bordered artwork looks absolutely gorgeous. And then for Greymon, at least for me personally, is the classic English version of the old original card game border. I think looks absolutely stunning to look at. So yeah, if you haven't got if you're looking to build these and want to use them, and you haven't got the alts, I think now's the time to at least start looking at them. Then I completely agree with Joe. EX1, I think, with between EX9 and 22, um, yeah, I think that's definitely going to be seeing a resurgence of, oh, that card was good. Let's grab that.
Mhm.
And something, at some point, maybe a 2 cents card will then just become like $10 or something like that. Right, I think then we jump all the way back to Billy. Billy, what's your number two?
This is gonna be a card that Joe loves. Definitely has something dear to his heart. It's gonna be BT8 Magnamon. Now, it's definitely had
Oh,
some very weird fluctuation in prices. I'm pretty sure Joe can vouch for this. It's been price not gouged, but definitely fluctuated heavily. So, and I'm pretty sure it's down on price right now. So, definitely pick it up if you're looking at building Armor Force or even Magna X. Definitely a card to pick up.
yeah, no, 100%. I think with everything that's been going on, Magna and just hasn't been played as much, or at least if it's being played, it's not getting some results that people are expecting. Or either that, maybe just like decks have just got like new support or getting new support, just like on people's radar, and they want to play with that. Um, yeah, I think now's a good time to actually. Yeah, I think I agree. Good time to get the BT8 Magnus if you do want to either play the deck or add it to your collection if you're a Vmon fan, and so on and so forth. I think that's definitely a good shout. Um,
I
Back
think
I
to
it's a
you.
very
think
evergreen deck as well, right? Like when you've got the top end being full immunity, like, and these key pieces like the unsuspend Magnas, that they're not going anywhere in the deck. They'd have to print something relatively creeped to replace him. So
100%. Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Right, Joe, do you have a number two?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, no. Um,
I think
My
EX1
entire
is his
top three
entire.
is just
Yeah,
EX1.
yeah.
it's the only thing I've been looking at recently. Actually, I think EX5 Melga X is also a pretty good look right now.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know what that's doing on the market as of right now. I think the price is still relatively low for it, but now that a lot of these, decks just build themselves from out of absolutely nowhere and then just pop off without having any kind of like interaction ahead of time. Something like him is very good because his effect just generically applies forward to every card, and it's double ice wall. It's also from EX5, so we know it's broken. That's just how that works. I haven't seen it like ever hugely pop off, but again, with the resurgence of EX1 being so strong, you know,
Just a coincidence that another EX set's popping off.
well,
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
this
taking a
does
quick
support
look.
some of that stuff.
Taking a quick look, the base artwork did just skyrocket in like 3 days. So
Oh,
it's still
really?
cheap.
That's
Yeah,
so
it's
funny.
still cheap though. It went from 129 euros to average 299. So it jumped up by like a whole like euro, but which isn't
Yeah.
much for the base artwork. But the fact that it does show that people are looking at it. Um, yes, that's definitely got so many artworks on this card. So many. The the
Doesn't it
the
have like
base
four
model art
artworks
staying.
still?
Yeah, so it's two lottery cards.
Oh
Don't
my god,
buy
yeah.
those.
That's just absolutely like launched in price. I think the other thing is like if you're unfortunate enough like us to be playing this card game in the UK, obviously the card prices are a lot worse for us unless you want to pay like insane shipping and can find everything from like one dude in Spain.
So true.
So yeah, might be worth trying to grab them before the UK fucking gouge happens.
Yeah. Oh, couldn't
If you
agree
don't
more.
already have, if you don't already have them, I mean, dude, it's unrestricted double ice wall. What more do you want?
On a body that can punch you next turn.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, forget the fact that it's blocker. Forget the fact that it has when attacking. Double ice wall. I mean, what's Megidra Bird's gonna do? Pay 4 every time it swings? Like, yeah, turn's gonna be over real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
No TK for
100%.
them?
No, no, no.
No.
No, no. Right, yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, Metal Guru 1 Excentric away from EX5, definitely a good shout. Right, I think for my next one is gonna be just it hasn't like from the looks of it moved or no one's looking at it, no one's talking about it, but I just had a quick look at like what's been recently revealed. And one that hasn't been a physical card revealed, but so far nothing's touch wood, I guess, Bandai doesn't change what they've been doing and um anything that the web novel reveals is not revealed for official release. So I picked Yao Zhanglong Promo 168. With the new cards that Yao's been getting in the recent web novel, they go very well with this promo. The new cards, I believe, literally just give themselves sources to gain effects, which then can trigger the promo to just let you evolve for free. I think that's pretty good. So,
And right now, you too can have Stolen Valor by buying the winner stamped version for 20p.
Wow, yeah, I'm looking at that and it's like very
yeah,
cheap.
even better. Like, right now, while the stamp is cheap,
Get the stamp if you want to play
um,
it.
get the stamp. Otherwise, you can just get the normal for like 2 pence. um, Yeah, not to say that the Yao deck is gonna be tier one broken, everyone's gonna be playing this, but like if you're liking the fish archetype and the source gameplay style of what Yao's doing, um, before the new stuff drops to be officially in set, no matter what set it is, I believe it's gonna be 22. I think even in the manga it shows what set number it's gonna have.
God.
Like they're very good at doing that. Definitely get yourself the Yao Zhanglong's promos. I think they're going to be really, really good. So that's my number two. Billy, what is your number
To
one?
quickly add on to that as well, I think
Oh
that
yeah,
sea
yeah, go for
animal, the Aqua Sea Animal deck that they've been doing for that
it.
is like so close to being insane. You know,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it is only a matter of time before John Bandai himself fucks up and builds like something really broken with this. They're like, yeah, it does genuinely feel like it's one really strong card away from just being an absolute disgusting menace.
I think
So I think
100%.
it's a deck that's definitely worth having built to the side, even if you're not playing it, because it's going to cost you what, like £6-7 to keep it built.
Yeah.
It's really there's not anything in here that's expensive right yet.
No, no. I think that's the biggest thing, isn't it? Nothing expensive right now. Like the moment something, yeah, as you said, something busted gets revealed for it, it's just like, hope you got those level sixes when you did. Right, Vinny, what's your number one?
My final pick for the
What
Market
is it?
Watch is going to be ST15 Agumon. Now, I definitely like this card. Has been very interesting to go over, just because it's starter main. What is it again? Just trying to.
I mean, if your opponent has a Digimon gain a memory,
There you go.
inherited effect, when an attack is redirected, gain a memory.
He knows. Joe's got
Yeah,
it in.
Joe's
This is
got it
It's
in
got in the back
blood.
of his.
This card is critically the best Argumon they ever printed.
Yeah, pure black Argus, and so it kind of goes with the black and everything, being able to just go change into opponents. So it's one of the better Argus if you're playing like Black War, Greymon, or even the new dual color like White Greymon stuff. It's a good Agumon to have in the deck to just have. So that's my final pick for the Market Watch.
Yeah.
These decks
Yeah.
currently like still pick upable on shelves. I mean, I know them like they're not super old at this point. Like,
No, they're not.
I think you probably find some stores where like the community just hasn't bought them, and so they're probably still there. I don't know if
yeah.
Darksville, at least for us, still has them.
No,
Maybe
I don't think
newer.
they do. We tend
No.
to buy those.
I think we've kept like advising new players to get them because they've already bought one and we're just like, oh, go over there, buy another one.
Yeah.
Finish your play sets. No, it's a good shout. I quite like this Argon one. The Christmas artwork though is also really cute. I really like it. The winner's one. Yeah, that's a good shout. I like that one.
Yeah, that was really
Right, Joe, do you have a number one or is that still
I might
taken
as
by
well
your
just I might as well just keep doxing all of my thoughts about the game right now. Because that's where we've been. Basically, this is me just saying cards I think are about to start popping off, less so than like actual market predictions. But I think the market follows the pop off anyway.
They tend to go in hand tandem. So
But
pop off, the price goes up.
was the Melga from the original Ace Melga? Was that ST14 or 16? Sorry, I can't remember which way around.
16, I think.
It was 15-16 was the dual release, not 14-15.
So.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds right to me.
16. Yeah, ST16 Metal Guru on Ace.
Yeah, I think that card could go pretty hard. It's, I mean, it's a very like OG Ace, like it you know, literally the OG Ace with the original Wargrey.
Yeah.
But again, I just think I believe in the Melga. I think it's good. I think the with EX1, you know, the strength that's popping, the Sagittarius, the X antibody from EX5. I think this Ace just gives you a very, very clean way to kind of again be whipping turns out from behind people, and you know, just very memory efficient as well. Like even going into it proactively, super memory efficient card. I mean, you've got the new Sagittarius that allows you to warp. You know, if I'm not like talking out of my arse here, which I might be because you know I don't always read cards before I.
No, the new Sagittarius lets you evolve into a Garurumon for free if you play a Tamer, hasn't it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember if the when digivolving is there's no condition on it, like only when you ace or whatever. But yeah, it's just trash 3 cards, gain 1 memory from each. It's like, well, I didn't even pay for this evolve anyway, and now I gained 3 memory. Oh, sick!
Thanks. Did and then you also let me draw cards. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and then you just have this like this clean, like it can ace on any of your 5s. Which I mean, like, you know, Sagittarius is an on play. It's hard slammable technically. Like if you're in a shit position, like you could totally like slam it, and then when you stun one thing, when they swing the other thing in, boom, steal 3 mem. Like suddenly the hard slam doesn't feel like god awful. I mean, it is an ace. You will get punished with the overflow eventually. That is just the nature of it. But then when attacking, like trash one to delete one.
It's good. Yeah,
You know,
it's just really good.
level. It's got a lot of nice sort of things going for it. And I think especially if you combine it with this idea of like, you know, the EX5 Melga X pulling all the memory as well, you can make a very frustrating, like, you're not really attacking me, dude, kind of situation. So I think, you know, and with those starter decks now getting a little bit older, and you know, maybe a little less easy to just pick up the whole deck, it might be worth trying to grab, you know, those specific cards. And if you're from the UK, or I believe just Europe in general, I can't remember if NA had this as well, but like we got them in BT14, right? We had them as box toppers or something. So...
promos for versus Royal Knights, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
I
think you
mean,
can get
there's
the
a lot of
gold
singles
writing
lying
on them.
around. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of like singles lying around for that card specifically, just because we got extra of it outside of the box. So if you were to buy any of them individually, that one was probably the one that's gonna have the most stock.
Yeah,
Anyway,
100%. That's a good card. I really like this manga. I think it's really, really good. It's just so nice. The only
yeah, he's
problem
very
there is
fun.
when Digimon Ring isn't on play as well. That'd be
Yeah,
so good.
that's true. I think his other major problem is that he's purple.
Oh yeah, it's true.
So he's searchable by all your tribal search, but he's like, oh no, my training, it fucking missed. Ah! You know,
Again. How do I keep getting
like,
two Metal Garurumon aces?
yeah, it can slightly lower the consistency within like the blue variants, but I mean it's still hit by all the tribal searching,
Yeah.
so
Well, we are
you're
getting
alright.
that blue purple members in October, I think it is.
Oh yeah, when
Or
October
December.
finally
So
comes around, we get
yeah.
those pieces.
So you'll have that. Yeah, good
Yeah,
shout. I like that one. I like it. Good old Garurumon finally getting good again. Right, so sorry everyone, I got hay fever suffering for like the past 2 weeks. So frustrating.
I
Um,
mean,
so my number one pick is mostly because she's Bay and also newest support that's got revealed today as of recording. Nokia from BC5. It's gonna be good. I I I swear it's gonna be good again. Yeah, no, so with the new War Greymon and new Metal Greymon and new Omnimon, pretty much at least the level 6 is requiring you to have a Nokia to allow a corresponding rookie to just jump straight to them for 6 memory. Nokia, I think BT5, where I've just been like chatting with our friend Alex on it, and yeah, I think she's just gonna get good. I think she's gonna be really nice. So if you don't have these, the standard artwork from the actual set is only like 2p. Like it's so cheap, it's bulk, it's so nice. But if you want the box topper, currently for UK at least, or at least for card market, it's around €3 average, which I think for full art box topper is not bad. Um, so I believe I saw like a post from America. I don't know if it was Card Market or something else, but it was going for like 17. Like like so $17 or something like that. So depending where you are, it could be a little bit more. But at least for Card Market, from what I'm currently seeing, version 2 box upper is like €3 lowest. So um I think if you are interested in building the Omnimon deck, upgrading the Omnimon deck, or just building like a Nokia base deck, with all the new support going to Omnimon, I think BT5 is going to be really nice for you. Gives you a free rookie, it lets you evolve for one less. Like, you know, you can do your whole play from 5 memory in theory, which is very, very strong. Um, yeah, I think it's gonna be really nice. So yeah, Nokia from BT5 is my number one pick. And that will wrap up our market watch. So if we're going through the lists, just a quick rundown. So Billy, what was your top three?
My top three for Market Watch was SLM BL Star Ace, the Magnamon from BT8, and Starter Deck 15 Agumon Pure Black.
Perfect. Joe, what was yours?
EX1, EX5 Metal Garurumon X, and Starter Deck 16 Metal Garurumon Ace.
Awesome, awesome. And my top three was the EX1 for Greymon Garurumon, Coronation of Joe, Yao Zhang Promo 168, and for my number one BT5 Nokia. So I think with our market watch all said and done, I think we can go straight into our topic one and our top three, which is going to be just our top three Digimon cards so far. And we're back with our raising phase. I was just trying to remember the phase. My brain's so bad.
Hay fever.
Yes, our raising phase, with our top three, and our top three today, in correlation with our main topic discussion, is just going to be our favorite Digimon cards. So this could be old, this could be new, this could be for any multitude of reasons, whether it's gotten your first win, whether it's got your favorite artwork, standard art, alt art, whatever. Whether the deck itself that it's correlated to got you a top place somewhere, it could be literally for any reason whatsoever. It could even be for, it's your favorite Digimon and the artwork just shows it really nicely. Something as simple as that. So I think going through, we got Biddy. Biddy, what is your number three pick for favorite Digimon card?
Well, mine are all going to very much follow a theme. As all of us know from Dark Sphere, from our group, I am Shoutmon King. I love my boys, my little Shout, and my first pick is going to be the newest Shoutmon to join the lineup, the BT19 Alt Art from the Ultimate Cup, which is really lovely artwork. I love it. It's a full card artwork, which I love those cards. It's got Shoutmon in the front, it's got Shoutmon ×7 Superior Mode in the back, and it's the one that lets him, on play, go into Omni Shoutmon from under your tamers without any cost, so it's immediately rush, he can get on board and just start doing damage. And then on deletion, if he does die, he searches top 3, adds a card with cross art in its traits, and then puts it under... play
Which is under a tamer,
oh
isn't it?
no, it's play a tamer with cross-heart trait without paying cost. So it lets you set up your tamers a little bit more, and then save himself, so he can be used for a Digicross later. Love the artwork, and I love that I got him. Ooh, I got my playset from Joe because he went to Ultimate Cups and I wasn't able to, and we did a nice deal on them. It is a little bit of an expensive card. It looks like it's going for about £16 right now. I know we're not really in Market Watch, but still, it's kind of an expensive card. But I love the artwork.
It's very nice. It is very nice. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I like that these Ultimate Cups are just going in tandem with the hero deck or something like that. From the old set. It's very nice. Waiting for my Gamma ones, and everyone's going to start going, Joe!
Joe! Right, Joe, what is your first favourite? What is your number 3?
This Joe or the other Joe?
Mr. Raiden.
Raiden.
Wonderful. All right, sorry. Yeah, it's easy to get confused. Now it's gotta be BT13 Blocker Pawn Chessmon. He is maybe the card I've got the most mileage from of any card ever.
I would value.
I probably played that card from hand for free more than anything I've ever played in my life. He's brilliant. I love him. I love the recursion. I love the themes around him. I love that he has blocker. It's my favorite keyword in the game.
You love your blocker.
Yeah, to many people's dismay. But he's just such a good card. He looks cool. He is cool. He does everything you could ever need in a card. He can warp into bigger dudes when he dies. It's menacing. It's great.
I love how also multiple times when people have gone into it's not do you have blockers on board, it is how many blockers do you have on board. Yeah. That is the question people ask.
Yeah, they're looking at the single Chessmon and they're just like, oh my god, how many blocks can he do right now? Just like, god damn it.
It is true. It is true. That's a good. I'm not surprised that a chess is there somewhere. Like it had to be. He's our resident chess player. Like it's so funny.
You're literally
so I'm not
playing
surprised.
a game of chess within Digimon. It is the most mind-screwy that has ever been.
So one day you do need to bring that chess clock in. And just go.
I had it when the deck first came out, but yeah. When BT13 first dropped, I brought it in. We even did a couple of timed games of Digimon on it. It was great.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Me and God, no. How could I forget his name? Oh no. Don't worry about it. I'll just say that guy. Yeah, me and another guy.
Right. So my number 3 pick is EX1 Machine Dramon. So I love the classic. I love the classic style of artwork. Like I love I love it when this game homages like where it began. At least for us in the UK, US, Europe region. Um, yeah, I love those old text border styles. I think it's so nice. I love the classic artworks for them. You know, even though to some it's just like it's just bland looking. Like to me, it's got history. It's got style. It's got finesse.
That's
And you
it.
know, I think let's see, it's got the swag. And I think yeah. And for me, the reason it's EX1 Machine Drum is because that was my first like big event deck that I took was Chaos Dramon back in BT8 format with hybrids running around. And I took Chaos Dramon, and it was actually at a Dark Sphere Ultimate Cup or something like that. Like when the promo Diabormon first got the reprint. And I thought it was really fun. I had such a good time. But yeah, Machine Dramon was there. He was with me. EX1 classic art. I love it. I love it so much. So that's my first pick. Good history there. So
So was that
Billy
from again?
was EX1.
EX1.
Mm.
Why?
EX1.
Just a
Hmm.
little callback there.
Little callback.
Very nice pick for your first top 3.
That's it.
To
That's
be
it. So
honest,
Billy,
I thought a Gamamon might claw its way up in there, but
I
doesn't.
I will do one spoiler. There's not a single Gamamon in the
What?
top three. There's
Joe!
another boy. There's another boy later on. But yeah, believe it or not, there's not a Gamamon here.
God
So
damn.
couldn't pick one. They're all so good. Billy, what's your number two?
As in following the theme, all of these are going to be the alt art versions of the cards, obviously.
Mhm.
But my second favorite card, not my favorite, has got to be Shoutmon BT11 X Cross 7 alt art. The first alt art we got, not the second one from the finalists from the participation or the champion from the 2003 one. My favorite has got to be the Megazord card. It is Megazord incarnate. It looks absolutely incredible. One of my all-time favorite cards. Just being able to slap it down for 2 cost if you use every single card in its Digicross, and then on play, delete something on the board just immediate, and then can just rush and just hit hard out of the gate. It's one of my all-time favorite cards. Love slapping that into any cross art deck. If I can just find 1 or 2 card space, I slap it in there because I can. So
I remember when I first showed you that, and you were like, I swear, like it must have been like across the table because I swear I don't show you any card that's not across the table,
no,
and you're like, I need it.
I think you showed me that card.
Value now.
I think you showed me that card, and within that same day, I went to Jamie, and I was like, Jamie's another guy who goes to our Darksphere locals, and I just say, hey Jamie, could you order me 4 of this card, please? And he's like, yeah, sure, just send me the money. And then I go back to you, and like 4 of them have been ordered, and you're like, oh my god.
Oh my god. I
But
expected this. I planned this. Why am I
yes.
still surprised?
I have no self-control when it comes to shiny cardboard. None of us
No,
do.
no. Especially with Sharpmon.
Oh,
Especially. If
so
it's got that name somewhere, you're
oh,
getting it.
if it's an alt art that I do not own, Joe will grab me, show me the card, and say he has this, and I go to the guy. I'm like, how much? I don't say hi, how are you? I say how much.
How much?
So yeah, BT
Right.
11 Cross 7, such a beautiful card.
I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Right, Mr. Raiden, what's your number? What's your number two?
It's got to be Promo Nightmon. Another black yellow card with blocker, but an absolute king of a card.
Because of course it's got to
The the insane board removal that is possible with this guy. Oh, it's so good. You just get to absolutely nuke something. It scales with wide boards. I love wide boards. Inheritable to just play stuff for free, like rookies from your hand. You'll never guess which rookie I love playing off this effect. It's yeah, he's an absolute menace. From the moment I got my playset of them again, I just love putting them in any deck I can get them into. It's such a fun card. It gets you out of so many tricky situations. Many locals. I've seen him enter my hand, and I've got a. It's gonna be okay now. I have the out.
It's so true. It's so true. I swear, any deck that you're trying to build that involves, changing targets and that kind of stuff with the black-yellow theming, you're like, I need to fit this one card in. And we're going through it, and we get to night one, and then I'm like, I mean, you could drop him down. You're like, no, no, we're scooping past him. He stays. He stays in the ratio he's in, which is probably 4.
Yeah, no, he's so nice, and it also is just like, oh, you needed a removal option. What if your level 5 was your removal option, and now you can just run more cool things?
Yeah, yeah.
Now you don't need like 3 Heaven's Judgments in the deck anymore because you have him.
We have the night one doing it for me. I don't blame you for that one. I am not surprised. I feel like we're building a stack with your top 10, your top 3 lists, just slowly. I feel like I can guess what number 1 is, but we'll see. We'll see if I'm
You'd have
right.
to tell me if you guess right.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. My number 2 pick is again another homage card to one of my first decks. I started being super serious with the game. I took it to many, many locals. I think I ran it at like every local that a friend of mine when he had a shop. And we had a little Digimon locals there. It's the first time I met Tamas as well. Our history has been made with this card. Our rivalry. And it got me my top 8 place. So it has to be either artwork, I do not care, is Black War Greymon from BTA. I love this card. The original Tamer Slayer. I love this card so much. Again, it's been in so many decks. If I'm trying to make a Greymon deck, I do try to look at this card and think, can I get him in there? It's a shame that he doesn't fit in the OTK style as much. Maybe with Alteris mode coming out, things might change. I might be able to make a more OTK style Blackwall Grey list, and that would be really, really cool. And I would love it so much. But yeah, Blackwall going from BTA. I have to put this card at least number 2. At least number 2. It's not number 1. And we'll get into our number 1s. Billy, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is going to be very much slow in the same format. But it is going to be a card from one of the only decks that has gotten me a top 4 placement at our locals, and that is going to be, I don't know if Joe remembers this because he wasn't there. You weren't there that day actually because it's the only time I ever
Yeah, I
topped.
wasn't.
And it was the most annoying thing ever where I'm like, oh my god, I topped. Joe isn't here. He is the annoying guy.
He's the one. He's the one that ruins it for me.
Yeah, but to be honest, it is the only card that really is standard, I'd say, because it has always been in my decks. It is Shoutmon from BT10 Altar with the blue sky behind him. Beautiful card, allows you to search top 4, and is just a staple card that goes into every cross deck. And it was the deck that won me a locals when Cross Heart was basically only running ×5, and that was it. That was its top end. So it allowed me to win get my first top locals and only top locals in my record. So it holds a near and dear place to my heart. So yeah, I love the card. I love
Yeah,
Shoutmon.
looking at it, it's very nice. I love a good full action pose, full body pose. It's always nice. Yeah, nah, it is so good.
Yep. So yeah, that is my number 1 card.
Mr. Joe, what's your number 1?
My number 1.
Yeah.
Jumbo Gamemon.
I knew it!
Of course.
He
Of course,
is
I knew it!
also from BT13. Surprisingly, my favorite set. I don't know why.
Lucky
Yeah, he's
number
beautiful.
13.
He's absolutely great. He's also a blocker. God, what a theme in my in my
I
top
have
3
the
cards.
theme of being only Shoutmon. You have a theme of all blockers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and he can. him with the other cards I mentioned, absolute insanity. You just get to keep spitting your boys out, triggering all the on plays, activating your chess tamers and your Keenans, also from BT13. You know,
Value.
and just stealing all that memory. Just creating wide boards with your promo Nightmons so that the removal is disgusting. He's so good. I love him. I used him at regulation battle the other day, dusted it off. It just reminded me how much I fucking love that deck. It's so good. Anything you can put Jumbo Game in is worth playing. That's how I feel about him. It's
It's such a shame that his tamer doesn't like fully like trigger him in a way. I know he can
yeah,
I know he can fuel it, but it's such a shame he doesn't trigger it.
but
It'd be
I
nice to
think
have the tamer in it, but yeah.
yeah, from memory, I spent so long since I even really looked at him.
Mr.
But
Homer
from memory,
himself.
he like only lets you tuck on the when you play with Digimon, you can spend this time to place one blue level 4 Digimon card from your hand under
There's the
that Digimon.
problem. Blue.
But it's when you play a Digimon, you can suspend this timer to put a level 4 or lower under that Digimon. So it's like so you've got to like hard play the level 3, tuck a 4, then get all the way up into Jumbo if you want to like actually really get additional value.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got the cool play of like you may play one blue level 3 Digimon card from one of your Digimon's distribution cards, but then it's like Jumbo was already going to do that for me anyway. I don't need to pull him out early. Like, what's going on? Like, yeah, he really should have just had a way to like retuck the bodies back under Jumbo. That would have been we need new Homer, and he needs to get things in our Jumbos.
That's
And
it.
please, Bandai, just don't lock them to blue. He can be a black card, I swear. Jumbo's half black. Just let it be black Digimon, please.
please.
Let me just retuck black Digimon underneath Jumbo, please.
We need it. We need this. Yeah, yeah. I guessed it in my head. I was not surprised. Like
And make him
Jumbo.
black purple so they can come from trash. Please, man.
Oh my god.
Load from trash. Oh.
Evil Homer Yushima. We need a new season of the anime just to invent him, please.
Oh dear. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised with Jumbo. It's so good. It's so good. It's your classic. And
He's
only
great.
being common as well. It's just so great. So
And
great.
nowadays, with things like training and scrambles, like he's actually affordable to go into. I mean, you know me, I would just Laplace Demon and pay for 5 and then steal a bunch of memory back to make it cheap. But like,
Right.
now you don't even need to do that. You can just scramble and it only costs you 4, which is, I guess, slightly better than 5.
It's one less.
Or you can training and then it's 3, and then that's like an actual amount you would normally pay.
I
So,
know, right? God, getting a discount to become average price.
yeah.
Oh dear, love it. I love it. Right, well, my number one pick, believe it or not, isn't an alt art at all. Is just starter deck Guilmon. I love it. I don't know why. I love this artwork. Everyone knows Guilmon's one of my favorites. Like, he is my favorite. All-time favorite. Love the show. Love him. Everything about him. He's perfect. He's our boy. And I don't know why. I just really love the standard artwork from the starter deck. Just him poised on a rock in this big rubble area, just looking up. I don't know why. Something about it. Whoever drew that artwork, and I know because it's on the card, who drew it, you were amazing. I love it so much. It's just so good. Like the first Warper for the Gallantmon series as well. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, just started at Guilmon. I love it. Standard artwork. It's so good. I love it. It's great. It's brilliant. There's not much to say really about it. I just like it so
Love your
much.
little boy.
Just love it. The detail, the level of detail, and like the way that they got the holographic as well, just really emphasizes and makes it pop. pop. But yes, I think that's it. That's our top three. So if we're going to run through again, as we like to do, all of our top three. So Billy, what's your top three picks?
My top three is third place, Ultimate Cup BT19 Shout 1. Second place is times 7 Shout 1, Megazord, of course. And then the top card is Alt Art with the sky behind him, BT10 Shout 1. All Shout 1 top three.
All the shouts. Joe, what was your top three?
13 blocker pawn chess, promo Nightmon, and BT13 jumbo Gamemon.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Lucky
And
man.
my top three are standard art EX1 Machine Dramon, any art for BT8 Black War Greymon, and base artwork from starter deck Guilmon. Right. Great picks. I love them all. It really says who we are
Yes.
as players and what our favorite decks are, and how we all started. It's absolutely fantastic. So I think we can move on and go into our main topic of discussion, which is just going to be what everything that Bandai has just been shoving into our face for the past week or two. Catch you there.
When you have to face a fight, be strong, give it all your might.
And we're back with our main topic of discussion in our main phase, and it's going to be everything that Bandai has been shoving in our face, card game related. I mean, if anyone wants to talk about time changes, we can do that as well. But yes, most of it's going to be focusing on everything for the TCG that they've been revealing. So all the new cards for EX9 22, all of the new sets that are being revealed that's coming out as well. I'm gonna have the reveals thing. All the old arts if you want to talk about that. Just everything, just everything. This has been so much. what we're looking forward to, what we're not looking forward to, and we'll have a little good talk discussion about certain things that we're all excited about, what we're all interested in. Yeah, so I don't know what to start off with. It's so much,
Yeah, it's a
guys.
lot.
What do you want to do? What do you want to begin with?
I think the new CS stuff looks very interesting.
Yes, I'm so
I'm a
excited.
little bit concerned about CS because it's looking to be potentially quite problematic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does basically all the same stuff that the Galaxy engine could do, except it's inherently already a toolbox.
Hmm.
So it does a bit of everything, just like Adventure does, and obviously we've seen Adventure do quite well in a few different places, but not it hasn't had widespread success yet. I think maybe the advantage of it being able to do everything is that people can't hone in on the best stuff as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Adventure proved that printing every single effect in the game in a single archetype can be good. Who'd have thought?
Who would have
Right?
thunk it? Yeah.
And now they're doing it again with another rainbow deck with every effect in the game. But they decided to give it the same kind of play feel as Galaxy, which, as we know, spawned one of the greatest toolbox decks of all time. I seem to believe it's currently the world championship deck, was it not? Was
I
Galaxy
think it
Toolbox?
did top. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's clearly very strong. I mean, obviously that was the best result it had, but that was the best result it could possibly have had.
Yeah. You don't get better than
Outside
the
of
World
that, though,
Cup.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't popping off quite so hard this year as it was towards the end of last year. But I don't think that's necessarily because it's bad. I just think people saw Mirage got hit and they just didn't want to play it anymore. I
Yeah.
don't know. It feels like it
Yeah.
got put down because of that a bit fast.
I think the Mirage was too much of its identity that people were just like, oh, if I'm not playing Mirage, then Galaxy's not good. Completely forgetting that Hexabla's still great. The red version is become popular again.
Invisimon, Fox.
Invisimon just slaps. Like there's so many strong blues. Ryuga was used at one point. If I remember correctly. Like the Mirage was just such a big, strong part of this identity that they're just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
if he's down to one, what's the point in playing Galaxy anymore? Galaxy Toolbox.
And as far as I can tell, and maybe this is just me like reading the reveals and not really looking too hard at it, but it's like it feels like adventure, but they said, oh, what was wrong with adventure? Oh, I guess like the cards required you to have tamers. And now they're like, well, now the tamers are just cool things that buff you. But you don't need them. You know?
Yeah.
So they're kind of going again. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit concerned about it. And I think also, considering all the colors it has access to, you could very easily toolbox in any level 6s.
Yeah, I'm just having a look at them.
Eventually.
Like the rookies cover green, red, yellow, black. Like that's just from the main protagonist's trio of options. But you've also got the Agumon and Gabumon as well, which adds blue.
Yeah, I'm looking for it as well now. Like a lot
Yeah,
of
like
the SCS
it's
stuff looks really good. Like obviously, like the top versions of those Digimon and everything.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got Platinum Numemon has been announced as a CS card quite recently, and
yeah.
famously Platinum Numemon has never been a problem in the game. So I don't know, maybe they figured out how to make it not disgusting. By using him as the top end.
Yeah.
I joke, it terrifies me. I see Platinum Nume and I just get flashbang. It's like no, not again. You know, it does feel a little bit like CS is they're just trying to combine all of these vaguely problematic decks into one deck. Which you know is fine, I guess, if you're playing it. I don't know how playing against it will feel. So it'll be interesting to see because I mean already right we have a black yellow level 6 means we can access things like ruin mode just freely.
Yay!
We've got like Shine Burst Ace as well as like a potential option. Volder Arm is now playable here. Like you know already I mean the Shine Grey Burst Ace isn't particularly like insane to see, but this is a deck that runs a lot of tamers potentially, so it could get good. But Volder and Ruin, I mean, we've played into Sakuya. We know what that does. You know, and this, you know, every time you kill something, you're evoing something else for free, effectively. I mean, I get it's once per turn, but still, a free evo.
Yeah.
On top of the fact that you're already getting other free evos elsewhere, it's like okay, so you can your second stack will probably just build itself. And then you just turn this one into like a fucking Volder Arm or a Ruin mode.
It's true. I look at CS and I'm like, this could be. I say could be. Never know. It looks like this could be the perfect mix of Galaxy Toolbox and Hero. Like you can just take what those are, smash them together, and that's what CS could be.
Yeah.
Like the ultimate toolbox deck that has the cost reduction abilities of Galaxy. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, it worries me a little bit.
It'll be.
I mean, maybe it'll be alright.
Very interesting.
It'll be definitely interesting to see what people cook up with the new CS stuff and everything, how it'll play out in the game. We just gotta wait to see release, and then once release happens, we'll see the cooking happen.
Yeah, because like looking at the 5s, because that's where like you really start wanting to be toolboxy at level 6. You got red, purple, black, CCS, yellow, yeah, like those are like the 3 main currently revealed colors for CS.
Yeah.
Red, black, purple, yellow.
But we also have like well, we've also got the Vidramon sort of bits that are in there. So like it's
Oh yeah,
probably will
he's
get
CS. You got blue as well with if when Aero Digimon gets revealed.
yeah, the Garbumon is there, the Argomon is there. Like so yeah, I think like yeah, once we get the Aero Digimon blue, I think we have there's the yellow cards
The yellow's
in there as
coming
well,
from
pure yellow.
Kirinmon, who's
Yeah.
CS. You got Rise Grey, who's red black. You got
Oh.
blue. You got the Meramon line, which is blue purple.
Yeah, so you've got
Like,
access to a lot, and you've got duplicates of colors as well, which makes it really
yeah.
easy. And I mean, like as we've already seen, what was it? Galaxy used for that art? Was it blue? It was,
Blue
wasn't
was
it?
his primary color.
Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 blue level 5s tribally in CS. That's
Yeah.
one more tribal blue card than Galaxy had. Like, you know, Galaxy only
Don't
had
remind
4
me.
blue
I
5s
was
that were
so
tribal,
sad.
right? Yeah, but it still worked.
I
And
know.
now
I
we have
wish we had like
2
another
that are
one that was
tribal.
both.
Well, you don't have to wish anymore. You've got CS. Play
Yeah, I've
that.
got CS now. CS is fulfilling my dreams.
I mean, a part of me is like maybe it's going to be trying to do too many different things to the point where it won't be coherent as an engine.
yeah,
Maybe I don't
that
know.
could
I
be the
haven't
problem.
really put the time into like looking into it. I just keep seeing new keywords appear on the CS cards, and I go,
I need to like sit down and like really knuckle through and say what with what currently we have, what can we make using what they did with Hero, what the community has done with Hero as like
yeah,
the foundation of like, okay, these are the ones that we actually look at. We're looking for this kind of effect and this kind of inherent. We prioritize those and then see how much we have. I'll be
let's
interested to
see.
see what we can make.
I think mid
Just
next month I'll start taking a look at BT22, but until that French regionals is over, I just have to focus on EX9. But
yeah. Which EX9? What were you guys excited for EX9? Which I think practically everything's been revealed for EX9. So
Yeah.
what
it's just
are
now.
we excited for
Yeah,
EX9?
it's a lot of DM trait, a lot of that stuff coming in. Also, the new keyword training is introduced in EX9. That's going to be interesting to see how that revolves into decks and how people be like, right, do I want more training cards and everything, or do I want to more focus on just going straight up like a normal Digimon deck? It's going to be definitely very
Yeah,
interesting.
we got 2 new keywords in this one: training and assemble as well. Which I
Yes.
really like assemble. I was saying to the guys at
Assemble a
locals.
new keyword? I don't know. It feels
Mm.
pretty similar to what we already have.
Yeah, I like that we've got a new keyword to just move away from Digicross.
I'm
I'm
kind
more
of
of a I like a thematic thing. Like even if a keyword, as Joe said, is just basically doing what something else was doing, if it thematically makes it different to something else that like a series was dedicated all around, but like we want this guy to do something the same, but we don't want to use this because he didn't appear in that show. What can we
my
do?
my only concern is in the same way we see people asking questions about like decode and DNA and stuff like that, where you have these similar looking effects.
Hmm.
Like that new Omni that has like double decode. Like we've already
Yeah.
seen people asking questions like, "Oh, do I need to have both of them?" That kind of thing because they're used to partition.
Yeah.
Sorry, not decode and DNA, partition and decode. Um, I just worry that when we keep adding these keywords that are similar to existing keywords, the more sort of casual player base
Hmm.
just has more stuff that looks the same that they now have to keep track of the differences. I mean,
Yeah.
like I've already seen, like with training, for instance, like people have asked like if Digiburst inherents would have worked, but it's like
Nope.
when you source strip them, like source strip never triggered Digiburst. It had to be through Digiburst itself. Like,
Yeah.
how are you getting the Digiburst? Yeah, it was this whole thing where people kind of get a bit confused with the way the keywords interact, and I just to me assemble just feels like another one of I can just feel the questions at locals of like,
Hmm.
can I assemble like half the pieces in like Digicross? You know, it's just gonna be
Yeah.
more of that. You know.
I remember when training was like being revealed, they did a VTuber video explaining how training worked, and that was great. That was fantastic. I remember like just being at the airport with Billy waiting, and I was just going through the video clips, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay, so this is how it works. And pretty much most of the questions could just be answers from that video. I think they really need to do that from now on. Like whenever they introduce a new keyword, give it like a week, make the video, get the VTuber on, and just go, right, new keyword has been revealed for set blah blah blah. It does this, and just show multitude of interactions and like, if you do this, it does that. It doesn't work through this, it does work through this. So it's just really get those questions out there and answered before the
Yeah.
question even comes up.
Like I think assemble looks pretty like straightforward. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
assemble, I think,
think
is pretty
anyone can be
self-explanatory.
confused with that.
No.
So like I don't think this is the point where this is going to be problematic, but
Yeah.
I don't like the precedent they're setting of like just having very 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 similar keywords instead of kind of
mechanic-wise, I can see
reusing
the
what
problem.
exists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's also
I can
just
see.
float. Like think about those little cards we get with the starter decks that have all the keywords on them.
Like,
Gonna get a lot of those.
at some point, this will be the deck, and then this will be the keywords.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like they just keep printing keywords, which I get it. They're fun and exciting.
Mm.
But maybe they should be saved for things that are actually fundamentally different to what we already have. Like, would it have really been that problematic if every assemble card in this set instead had Digicross?
No.
They'd be inherently slightly more powerful because there'd be a flexibility thing that they can now do.
Mm.
Would they be insanely more powerful? Like, maybe. I don't know. The only thing that I think Chimeramon would benefit way more than the Machine Drum, right? In this instance.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And I get that the assembly is also like, it's from trash, whereas Digicross is from hand, but like, how many times have we had Digicross where in the thing it goes, oh, by the way, you can also actually Digicross from trash? Like,
Superior Mode has said that if you use a Shaman from board, you can then use your trash as Digicross requirements. So
Yeah.
exactly,
Imagine
right?
that on
So,
Chimeramon, I'd be mad.
yeah, and then you've got like I think it's Snatchmon from the Galactic, which is like if you only have Vemons or nothing on the field, you can Digicross from trash, and then you've got like what's her face? Oh god, the purple thing that had the loop. Merva, was it Mervamon? Mervamon with the Digicross that says you can Digicross from trash.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, like we've had so many that like just let you Digicross from trash. It's not like it was an unprecedented thing there either.
If Chimeramon could Digicross instead of Assemble, you could use Nene and use a card from trash as well.
oh my god.
Yeah.
In the field,
But-
that'd be crazy.
Yeah,
It would be helpful. It wouldn't be crazy, but it would be helpful. I
Do you
like.
think that the new like Machine Dramon stuff? Do you think it's going to be significant enough for Machine Dramon?
Yes.
Like, do you think it's enough? Do you think it's enough to bring it to the modern world?
So I think the new machine itself, along with the new Megadramon, I think are fantastic. The new Machine Dramon just being inherently cheaper to play than EX1 Machine Dramon, is just far superior. But the new Mega Dramon just allowing you to push for damage much quicker, much easier, could really make. I won't say it will make Machine Dramon tier 1 or like in top tier, but I will say it will give the players who do play Machine Dramons another reason to look at it again.
Okay. Because
Right.
I see Machine Dramon support, and I just can't help but think that Imperial still exists and is like one of the most popular decks in the game. And I just I don't know.
The Machine Dramon players will be like, "Yay, we're finally good," and they'll realize blue is still a color, and they'll be like, "Crap."
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing I get every time I
That's why
try and play
characters are
chess, where it's
sensitive.
like, oh yeah, blue still exists. Oh yeah.
It's
Okay.
like it's always the problem. With black-based decks, blue is always the problem. But
Yeah, and I think a lot of the time the black-based decks really struggle. Like, it's not like blue is like this like counter, but it's winnable. It's like, good luck, you're fucked.
problem I miss is that when blue source stripping first began, it was always the bottom. So you could like
Protect with an
manipulate your
XMT and stuff.
sources by if you want to take an X antibody, or you just put the good ones on the top. And it was just like, yeah, cool. So if I'm in the blue matchup, I know where to put my sources to be a
Yeah.
bit more strategic with them. But now they're like, oh, we're going to help blue's counter of X antibody by no longer stripping the bottom and just let you pick. It's like, great. So we're just done for either way, no matter what.
Yeah, it is rough. And then it's like, oh, I'm immune to Digimon effects, and Imperial says it's a tamer effect. LOL. Because what card in the game says immune to tamer effects? Like, only the ones that are just immune to everything. Like,
Yeah, cool.
They don't just single out tamers. They're like, no, I'm immune to everything, not just these.
Yeah,
cheaters."
that's it. Yeah, this is no longer. It's just these kids as spell cards as well.
that'd be so funny if we got like a
Mm.
machine Dramon and it just says like immune to tamer effects.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like sorry, for all 3 tamers that can hit it. Like, yeah.
Just those ones specifically.
Yeah,
But it would still be great because it would help with the Imperial matchup and they'd love it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take it. We'll take it no matter what. Imperial's not played anymore. I'm still taking it. I never know.
What are we saying
No.
about File Island?
Fire Island. I was gonna start talking about the training thing as well. But Fire Island helps with that.
Fire Island.
All your DMs get 1,000 for each face downs, or your add your bottom security. I think it's interesting, but I think the problem with it is that it only supports DM.
Ah, no, you're wrong. What else does this support, Joe? What else does this support?
I mean, it also supports Magnamon.
Exactly,
Another
because
thing to use.
now you don't need to run white tamers. You run a File Island and a Genite, and then oh no, wait, they future-proof File Island. I'm wrong. Why is this one different? It just says no face. Oh, they thought about it. Ignore me. We'll cut that.
But training, though, I really like training.
Oh, that's sad.
Training's interesting. I wonder if
The mechanic of training?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to keep on doing it.
Yeah, training. The effect of the training is in your main phase by suspending this Digimon, place your deck's top card face down as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. This effect can also activate in the breeding area.
Yeah. I mean, with File Island, I think, like, it really does make the training feel, like, somewhat worthwhile. I think a lot of the cards that utilize the training didn't necessarily feel super good, like, at first. I think File Island fixes the DM decks a bit for me. Because now we have, like, a generically really nice buff to everything. So it's like, oh, you establish File Island nice and early in the game. And now you just... everything ramps. It's all going to have nice big DPs.
Yeah.
What does File Island do?
Gives you all turns 1k for all face-down Digivolution cards.
If you're a DM trait, though.
Yeah, but if you're not a DM trait, are you really going to have face-down? I mean, you might Evo out, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it stops you from Evoing out.
What, I remember a video from DigiPanda. He was saying, like, what can training do for other mechanics? It was like, funny enough, one of them was Digiburst. You're just for free, just keep getting sources in the back, you promote, and just go...
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how people play around training and everything, because it's like, right, do I focus more on being able to not really care about what's going underneath, or then do I really care about what's going underneath? It's going to be interesting with how people take training too.
This is why they limited Grand Kuwagamon promo. They knew. They knew they were going to release training one day.
That was one of his picks as well. It was like, oh yes, it's perfect for Grand Kuwagamon. It's like, oh,
yeah,
you're one of them.
You're amazing one of, yeah.
Amazing one of.
So with training, obviously it
Yeah.
adds a Digivolution card, right? Or well,
Yeah.
adds a s-
Adds your top and puts it as a face down
Yeah.
Digivolution card. Yeah.
a Restramon Superior mode, the new one. That can get
Hmm.
brokenly big if with training.
Yeah,
Doesn't he
because you're
check for
gaining.
colored sources?
No, it just
Nah,
says
he
the
goes for each
amount.
source.
It just asks. It just says, "Oh, this gains DP to the amount of sources you have." The new
Yeah, he'll
superior
probably
mode.
be he'll probably be a good tech. Just 1k DP for each of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Your boy
Oh
is
cool.
full of
So
tech.
all the red and purple ones are going to be really good.
Yes.
All the
It'll-
red and purple level 4s. Gonna
It
be
should
DM.
also be a nice little counter to like the Hexablow style of deck.
Of getting rid
Yeah,
of
yeah.
sources, yeah.
Flood sources like a mother. And just never
You're
let them off.
never going. But this would also help this the Hexablow deck as well. I'd make a blue training deck just for Hex. And just like, yeah, cool, I'm gonna do all this stuff.
Oh no. Oh yeah, maybe. Okay, interesting. Yeah, get a
Considering you've also
Hexablow with like 28 sources.
and you're utilizing the
Oh
Gabu and
no.
Garuru, so you get jamming.
Oh no. I just
Two
yeah,
checks
Hexablow,
jamming.
no, please no. Hexablow's
Well,
too
on
good.
the bright side, having a million sources doesn't make it any less. So I mean, it'll still
Yeah,
get killed by the same removal
yeah,
it's always
it's
been killed
still
by.
good.
It could just deny you any. Oh, actually, I don't know. We'll have to see how easy it is to get started training because I still think it might be easier to just be like an alternate top end for Imperial, like where you
Hmm.
DNA and you get loads of sources.
Yeah.
Because like having 6 sources already is really kind of crazy. Like requiring your opponent to provide 7, and like, can you train yourself to 6 sources quicker than you could just DNA?
Yeah, fair enough, because training you
That
can
is
only trigger
true, yeah.
once a turn because you
Yeah,
have
you
to
have to do it
suspend to
6
do it.
times.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see how quickly you could get those 3 sources.
Yeah.
I mean, because I know that like some of the higher level dudes like allow you to then tuck further, so you could like train then tuck, then either like you can kind of do go like multiple in a turn instead of just the one.
I was having another look. Dude, if we get like a stack of Gabu, then what either Sukanume or Monochromon, and training your way into a blue level 5 DM, and then you go into Hex, you got a guy with jamming and blocker with Ice Clad.
Ugh. Ugh.
Now I just need a way to get reboot, and it's perfect. It's the
No,
perfect
just
Hex
take off the
now.
block. Just take off the blocker, man.
No, because you want to block. Block with Ice Clad. You'll
how do we
win
give
every
it?
time.
How do we give it immunity to effect? No.
No,
Yeah,
no, just give
that's
it
just
reboot. Just give it reboot.
yeah. So you can
No.
aggressively jamming for 2 checks and then block.
Unaffected by your opponent's Digimon effects. Unaffected. Yeah, we just need a way to get that on it,
Yeah.
and then we're good. Then we're golden.
Yeah, it'll be very
I mean, to be honest,
interesting.
yeah.
Oh, I love it. I was so making this.
Because of course you are.
What about the DM decks in general? Like, do you guys think the DM
Oh,
decks
I
are gonna
found
really
it. I
do
found a
much?
way to restand. I found it. I
Let's
Yeah.
found the
go.
stack. I found the stack.
Go on.
We go from Gabu and Beta, who have jamming, that's the level 3, into one of the level 4 blacks, they have blocker, and then you go into Metal Mamemon, who says end of your turn, one of your Digimon on suspense. It's basically reboot. Done. That's the ultimate hex. And then retraining a few times, and there we go.
Yeah,
Because I feel like the DM stuff. I don't know why, because DM also has keyword soup, like as we've just discussed, it has all the
Yeah.
fucking keywords.
That's
But
cool.
I, for some reason, don't think DM is going to be that good. I don't know why.
It's interesting.
It looks so from what I've talked to people who've kind of tried the decks already, like put it together, proxied, and played, they've said that the training mechanic does feel quite slow,
Mm-hmm.
in general, and that like the payoff for it doesn't feel amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, where is going to be the like, how do you create that like one clean DM deck? Because obviously all the different versions kind of want to interact with their own versions like a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
but there is still like a lot of generic DM like stuff, right? Because if I remember correctly, don't like a lot of the rookies search one DM and one ver, but the ver has to be the same version or something.
Let me
Like
have a
they're double
look.
hitters. I could be completely wrong here.
Reveal top
Let's
3 of your
see,
deck.
let's
This
see.
is Gazemon. Reveal top 3 of your deck. Among them, add one card with the DM trait and place one card with version 5. Yes, it looks like it.
Yeah, so they place
The
a
place on
the
the
corresponding version, and they add any DM.
yeah. So it's like if you want to get the full effect,
Palmon.
you really need to be staying in the,
Palmon.
but you can still flex.
Palmon adds a DM and then places a version 4, so it definitely
Yeah,
does look
so
like they want
they
to stay within version 4.
Yeah, they're all. I think they all do the same effect, right? It's
yeah
all
they
just
add the corresponding versions that they are, and then they just add a DM. Which adding
yeah.
a DM is good.
So they clearly do all work together. It's just that like depending on what your higher pieces are, depends on what you're using in raising versus which one. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see like how people try and put these together. Like, how are they combining? Which versions work best with each other? What line is generally like the strongest line? How do you together? Will people be using the the Altarius mode and the Sagittarius mode? See, there is a little bit of potential with the top end. Be like because of the Blitz and the Cress. They are
Yeah.
themselves DM, but then the Sagittarius and the Altarius are not DM, so it's like, they're good kind of with it, but you'd also then need to get tamers from out of archetype. Like, I don't know, it'd be really weird to see. I'm excited to see what people try and do with it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very interesting. I could see the potential in it because, as you said, it's got its keyword soup. You've got all the colors under the sun that you can utilize. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm getting up all the other stuff that we've been getting reveals for. But like, I could definitely see someone managing to make it work.
Yeah.
It's just like if someone can make Hero work, they can, and Galaxy Toolbox work. I can definitely see. I see no reason why this can't work.
Yeah, like I've heard the opinion that the version 3 deck is currently the strongest. And that was before people saw Chimera, which I think is also Ver 3. Yeah, it is Ver 3.
Version 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
but
is
I mean,
version
but
3.
Chimera was weird because it kind of wants you to run like every level 4 from DM to even really be feasible to ever pull off the assembly.
I've seen Karen pointed out to me that you just cheap Evo into it.
Yeah,
You
you can
don't
just
bother.
cheap go into it. You don't need to
Don't
use the
bother assembling.
assembly. Yeah, you can ignore the assembly part.
Yeah.
Because what's it? Sukamon can also pull it out of trash.
Yeah, I think that was the one she was saying.
At the end of your turn, place 3 face down, ver 3
Yeah,
from
he
trash.
Digivolts from hand or trash.
So you can recur it with the Sukamon.
Absolutely nuts.
Oh, and as we speak, we just got a new BT22 card revealed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Chris just.
What is it?
Cyberface Eden. While you have no face-up security cards, you can ignore this card's. It's black, but color chrome isn't even that hard to
Security,
meet.
all turns, all your Digimon with the CS trait gain 2000 DP. Main, add your
Cool.
bottom security card to your hand, then place this card face up as the bottom security card. Security inherent effect, so this will actually activate from security. You may play one play cost 5 or lower card with a CS trait from your hand without paying the cost.
Cool.
Interesting.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Cyberspace Eden. It was bound to happen. I don't know why I never thought about it. Like, obviously, the world of the game is going to be the card that's being added to security.
Yeah. Nah, it's
I
good.
think it's a shame though. It's only only a 2K buff. That's the only thing they could think to give CS. It's just DP. Yeah.
And it's only a
Yeah.
2 cost, but it is only a 2 cost, so...
Yeah. I guess it's
Two-
nice. It's nice.
Yeah, 2 for 2k boost is not that terrible.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as good as File Island
No.
as was for DM, but it's interesting. Being black is really cool though. That means that it's actually like kind of usable after the fact.
Yeah.
Not that I think there's any real benefit for swapping unless you're. I mean, the fact they've made it black is because it does make it like searchable with train
Searchable.
names.
Yeah. Yeah.
It also means that like if you're willing to just not receive the buff, which I think the buff is really important. Well, you could now actually, speaking of, this would work for Magnamon because now you can swap between this and Genites over and over
Yeah.
again. Obviously, Genites is way better because you actually receive the buff, but it being like a your turn buff anyway, like, you know, temporarily losing the your turn half of that isn't the end of the world in a lot of matchups, and then people don't need to run those white tamers
Yeah. That's true.
to be able to like constantly replace the Genis. You can
Because
just
you
try
only
and
want
do
to.
both.
Yeah, because you only want to be doing it when you're Magnamon. You don't really want to be doing it prior. So
Yeah,
having
makes
it being black is now perfect because that's the color that you are.
yeah, and like sometimes you'll Genis ahead of time just to have the buff, depending on the matchup. Like if you're into Royal Knights or something, you probably want to do it like early.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
or anything that runs the big Alphamon or you can mode, whatever it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That scum ace. Anything running that, you typically want to go into Shadows early. But you know, so then this is like an easy way to, and like, you know, if you're well established and like all you're doing is trying to refresh your immunity, you could like swap to this and then swap back to past turn. You know,
Yeah.
you can spend all 4 memory and
That's
just, like,
true.
rotate between the two of them so that you can still
That's
keep Jedi's
true.
up if you wanted Jedi's to be up for the start of your next. Yeah, it is interesting.
And if they pass you
That's it.
full memory, you can swap to Geni, go back to Geni, and then still swing.
Yeah, exactly. And with the
Dumb enough.
tamers, like it's not hard to have full memory.
No, exactly. But here's the
So
thing, if they're dumb enough to give you the full memory, it's just like, okay, cool, thanks for giving me the free Geni back, and now I can swing with my immunity.
yeah,
So,
no, it's pretty nice. I like the idea of running it in completely a deck where it's almost useless other than that.
yeah, fair.
I mean, I currently use the one of Geni, so I could totally see myself adding a one of Cyberspace Eden.
It'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see.
I like the idea of it not taking up space, because the current like idea would be you'd have to run like 2 of the Tamer, and then at least 1 more Geni's. So it's like you're taking up 4 slots of room. Whereas this could be like a nice little 2-card engine that, like, if it ever shows up, like as soon as you found both of them, you're now like good to go, and you could theoretically maybe run. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just feels a bit more efficient. Very nice.
So what's everyone's thoughts on the other reveals though, like the new sets? So I was just taking a look for the EX10 reveals that we've had so far, being Blackwell Ace and Beelze Ace. I did not realize Beelze Ace is secret rare.
Oh, we've already had the secret.
Ouch. Yeah.
Wait, where?
So weird.
I have not seen that
Yeah.
release.
Yeah, so Black War Ace is SR, which is cool. But yeah, Beelzemon is SEC. He's secret.
Wow.
Ouch, Zar. Sorry.
Yeah, Zar's not gonna be happy, but
I was not gonna be happy with that. Um, so he was excited for the villain set. We can get Bagra Army in here as well.
boo, Bagra Army, boo.
What do you mean? Bagra Army kind of is Twilight support
No.
because it is a Dark Knight mix.
Ugh. If there's more Dark Knight ones and everything, I'm gonna probably have to get them, but at the same time, it's gonna be interesting.
trying to find the sleeves because I think the sleeves basically say who's being supported for that deck, that set.
Yeah.
So we got Black War being supported. Apoclymon should be supported, hopefully.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I wonder if we'll have like a playable Apoclymon deck again now.
That'd be cool. That's not just, some Dark Masters just toolboxing to aces.
Dark Masters desperately trying to draw their one of Apocalypse so they can try and win the game.
Will hopefully no longer be a thing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame to have that deck just like either be so broken that nobody wants to play the game anymore, or just kind of it's a bit of a ace soup.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not like really that amazing. Yeah, it can do quite well at locals and things like that, but it's not. I think at the moment it just doesn't feel fast enough.
Yeah. And so Bagra Army should also be supporting EX10 as well as 7 Great Demon Lords by the looks of it.
Ooh, that's gonna be interesting.
That's probably where all the colours are going to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Mostly located in. They might start doing dual colours again for those. So I'm excited for EX10. EX10 is going to be very interesting, considering it's not like a tamer-centric set. It's going to be like the first one in a while where like there's not like a ton of dedicated tamers that are clearly going to be in it, because no one uses Black War other than that one character in the book that uses Black War X. No tamer has been associated with a deadly sin other than Beelzemon for tamers.
Yeah, true.
I guess Bagra Army that has one tamer, but no one uses the Apoclymon, so that's gonna be like okay. So I'll be interested to see what the tamers they throw in the set just to like flesh it out a bit. I think there's gonna be an Atmon user as well.
Oh, well, like an Atmon villain.
Yeah, there's an Atmon villain, so I think that's gonna be in there as well.
Yay.
So that's gonna be good.
Yeah, that is.
Not sure if they'll make it black or purple. That'd be cool.
I mean, as someone who's not super like au fait with Digimon as like a franchise, personally, I can't be too excited just yet, because as far as I'm concerned, it's like I just don't really know what to even, what could even be coming. It's like it's like it's news to me that Black War Greymon is even the evil. I just thought he was just like an edgy version.
Yeah, they kind of like started him off as like a bad guy, and then they just kind of like made him like an anti-hero towards the end, and then he was like, yeah. But like the show that he came up in, he wasn't like a Digimon. He was kind of like created through these pillars, and just like the data converged into him, so he didn't like Digimon from anyone. And then it's just like, yeah, cool. That's how it's portrayed in the show.
Well, that makes him kind of cool as like the Ace version, because you can hard play.
Yeah, it's actually true. Yeah.
Thematic, isn't it?
It is thematic. It is very thematic. I like that. Going back to a cheaper play cost. The Sakuyamon deck.
Oh no.
We're gonna get Sakuya Ace, guys. We're doing it.
No.
Sakuyamon Ace, let's go.
That deck doesn't need
I'm currently I'm very tired of Sakuyamon already. I know it's like only been a thing for like a couple months, and these poor Sakuya stands have been like in droughts of the card being terrible for ages. Like, I get it. Like, the deck needs to be good eventually, but I'm really not. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I think it's just like, to be honest, like the Ruin and the Volder to me just make the deck really unfun. I don't like when, your side of the field literally can't do things. I get that there's only a slight difference between the kind of decks I play and that, where I let you do things, I'm just going to stop you once you start, versus preventative measures.
Yeah.
But something about preventative measures just feels a little bit worse. It's just like, oh, I actually don't have anything I could like even start doing.
Yeah.
Especially like when you're up against Sakuya, a lot of the time it feels like you're in the play like, okay, can I just build something in Razor and then come out and try and play the game in a couple turns when I'm eventually not under like a fucking huge black hit, like my effects aren't being stopped, and if you try and build in the field, suddenly you're like can't when did you evolve anymore? Great, next turn's scuppered, and like it just feels like there's so many different. And if you don't play in the field, they'll just OTK you because. Well, I guess it's not an OTK, but they'll clear off like 5 security.
Yeah, they'll clear it all off.
It's like, oh, you accidentally got chipped. Well, sucks to be you. You couldn't prevent that one rookie. That guess you lose.
I think you worded it perfectly earlier, where it's just like with decks that you play, it's just like with Sakuya, that decks like that you can't start something. Whereas like with other decks, some control decks, you can start playing, but then I'll stop you later. Where it's like with Sakuya, it's like as you said, like again perfectly, you can't even start a play. It's like you can't hard play anything. You can't move anything out, which is usually like those are the starting points of a turn, where it's on playing something or moving something out. And Sakuya, with the top end that they can use, it's just no, you can't do either of those things.
Yeah, and it's like the one stack you have in the field. Yeah, and then it's like the one stack you have in the field can't use when digivolving. And then no one trigger, and you're just like, what? What do I do? Like, oh, you can like slam an option bomb. Epic, dude. Thanks. I hope it's in my hand right now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they draw their entire deck in 2 turns, so it's like, it's not even like you're really it's not like that only happens when they're in a best case scenario. I find that like I very rarely am on Kuya, and they're just like sat there kind of stalling for their ability to. It feels like within the first couple turns they've established, they now have half their deck in their hand. They're gonna recur their options that they need from the trash if they've already used them, and you're just like, okay, sick.
The only times I've ever played Sakuya and ever been in this scenario where I can't do anything is if I have a hand of the green plugins and no tamer. It's like, it's the only time I'm stumped.
Yeah, or like if you're traditionally bricked, like no level thing, like...
It's like... Because even with like a traditional brick of no rookie, if I have a tamer, it's like, okay, cool, on play search. It's like, I'll get to that rookie eventually. Like, we tech in level 4s that are on play 4, which is like not terrible. We have the ace that we can still on play and do something. It's like there's still ways out of it. Not a rookie, but yeah.
Yeah, the deck also weirdly has so much room. I feel like I swear to God, I'm up against people who are running like 4x boost, 4x training on top of their.
Yeah.
How do you have room for 8 searcher options in this deck?
We play 9 rookies.
Is this a 60 card deck? Is like, where is this space coming from?
We only play 9 rookies, maybe 8 champs, 7 ultimates.
What's the option cards?
Like we just skim down on the rookies, which I swear with like everything else. If I ever try to do that in any other deck, it works. Sakuya, it doesn't. So I don't know why.
I mean, I know the supposedly you're allowed to, like it used to be 12, but if I ever go below 12, I get punished. Sometimes I just get punished for not going above 12. I swear to God, my decks hate me. I am not allowed to find my rookie.
Yeah, it used to
is
be 12, 10, 8,
ungodly.
6, and now it's like it's all over the place. But
It,
with like, it's just with like some players, it's just like,
yeah.
nah, the new ratio doesn't work. It's like it.
Well, it's like
My luck fundamentally does not support this ratio lineup.
yeah, it's like the new deck I'm trying out runs like a few less fives than I normally I would
Hmm.
uh and it's normally I'd run like 8 fives. I think I'm down to 7. Billy, what happened to me the other day versus you? Do you remember?
Oh god, you slapped me in a lot of the games.
Do you remember when I spent an entire game looking for a level 5, never showed up?
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was really funny.
I had seen, I genuinely, Joe, I had seen the top 30 cards of my deck, and I
Oh,
hadn't
yeah.
found a level 5.
Dude,
Mm.
3/5 of your deck.
It's like, what the hell, man? How? How does this
Just at the
happen?
bottom having a party. This is
It's like as soon as I dropped like the old standard ratio at all, it just smited
Yeah.
I
instantly.
get that a lot. I get that a
I
lot.
have to
It's
run
so
12, 10, 8, 6 minimum. Minimum numbers for me, otherwise it all just starts to go wrong.
I think the only level that hasn't punished me is 5. I think I've been able to go to 7 and my luck has still been okay.
Mm.
But
That was
it,
only the
yeah,
case with Imperial for me. I could go to 7 in Imperial. But any other deck, if I go lower, I just get.
yeah. So, like, rookie is definitely for me. It's just like 12 and 13. Again, unless it's Sakuyamon. If it's Sakuyamon, I'm fine. I'm fine at 9. If I try to do it in any other deck, if I try to implement that in Gamamon or Guilmon, I don't know. I'm not seeing a rookie for the rest of the game. Yay. It's so bizarre. But like with the Sakuya deck, this new one, it's gonna be one of those advanced ones like the Beelzemon and the Rapidmon. So we're gonna get bonus cards, 3 types, 2 of each. So we're gonna get some promos, which is gonna be very interesting.
Mm.
It's gonna have sleeves, playmat, and card
These promos
indexes.
might not necessarily be for Sakuya. Like, right?
Oh,
Like how we had the Magnamon.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we might even be getting some just fun, like, semi-related support, which is going to be cool.
I'll
Mm.
be interested to see. Maybe some like unique alt arts like they did with the Beelzemon deck where they had like the alt art X antibody. Um that could be really cool. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I do hope they're just not all Sakuya based. I quite like it where like even if the deck can't use it, I quite like having an alt art promo reprint or something like that in a starter deck. I think it's always interesting.
I mean, I'm really hoping we just get like a new staple. Like starter deck Magna was insanely good.
Yeah.
I would just love to see something like that. Just a fun staple.
Mm.
Yeah, it'll definitely be
The,
interesting to see how decks play out and see what people cook.
yeah. I would like to see them move away from the Boulder Ruin top end. Because the deck
Could
can
you
entertain
imagine?
without Boulder. It's like you
Could you
just use Red
imagine if
Dragon
the
instead.
could you imagine if the advanced deck just gives you ruin mode and Voltron in it?
Ooh.
Just
Ooh.
ultimate reprint.
I mean, A, it's great for the budget players. But B, not every Sakura deck is just forever going to run those 2 cards.
Mm.
It'd be so funny because
Um,
Bandai could print them as a one of each in the deck, and it would still be relatively cost effective to buy.
100%. One Ruin would make the whole deck worth it, considering they've confirmed it's $30 US. So it's like £25. So it's like one ruin pays for 2 of those decks. It should be hilarious. Time Stranger, the new video game, is getting a whole new booster set confirmed for BT24. So keep an eye out for every Digimon that comes out in that video game is going to probably get a new version in this set.
Very nice.
So the Digidex is basically booster set 24 for that video game. The new Pro Pack revealed, which is all Time Stranger based. Have you guys looked at what these cards do? Because the rookies are great. So you got Gomamon, which is can just natural blue, but can evolve on a TS trait, so Time Stranger trait for 0. Start a main, and all the rookies share this effect, but they just swap out their natural trait for each other. So he can start a main if you have 4 or less memory. This Digimon can evolve into a Sea Beast or TS trait in hand without paying cost.
Bro, what?
Yeah. The inherent for Goma is when attacking, if you have 7 or less cards in hand, draw 1.
Okay.
Patamon does the exact same, but for angels.
Ooh.
And the inherent is when attacking, an opponent's even gets minus 2k for the turn.
Standard yellow.
And Demi Devi swaps it for Fallen Angel. And inherent is when attacking, draw 1, trash 1.
Ooh.
Like, these rookies are great.
Yeah.
Like, they're legit really good.
For those traits as well, like being able to. Yeah, those
Like,
are pretty good.
Goma and Pata, I think would definitely see being played because Sea Beast is not too hard to find, but Patamon definitely.
Angel
Like,
with
if you're
like
playing,
easy.
yeah, if you're playing 3 Great Angels, you're putting Patamon in.
Yeah.
Like, you've essentially got 4 more copies of that BT24 Patamon.
Yeah.
But it's now easier to trigger because it's now in hand. The only problem is that it can't evolve into Gatomon for free because it's a beast, not an angel.
A tragedy.
But a tragedy. Oh, oh no. But like these cards are legit good. The tamers are like mediocre. I think other than actually they're okay, but they're the Time Stranger focus. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with the Time Stranger deck. That probably just isn't, we're reprinting CS, but now it's TS.
Yay, more toolbox, rainbow decks.
Yay!
That is another thing actually, is that these a lot of these newer decks are very like just rainbow, which is I think why we're ending up with keyword soup decks. I do wonder what that's gonna do for the sort of like overall meta space now that we're going to be getting more and more decks that just have access to like every colors mechanic.
I've kind of like noticed. I don't know if you two have also noticed, but with like the keyword decks, like the keyword soup decks, like the rainbow decks, they've kind of stopped making it so that each level supports the archetype, the family trait, as well as their own traits. They tend to just only support the family traits now. So like Hero is 50-50. But with like the CS deck, like none of them support the native decks. So like Gargomon doesn't evolve a cheap Materiamon.
Hero is funny though because it has the Magnamon that doesn't support Hero. But like it just supports its like tribal like Magnamon.
Yeah, like the only
which I think is really funny because it does the opposite of what a lot of them have been doing. It's just like, I'm a hero too, guys. Do I play with the heroes? No, not really. I can just Evo on them.
I like double checked Davis, so I'm like, oh my god, can Davis progress from a hero trait as well as armor form? And it's like, no.
Oh.
Yeah, they just don't play. They're just weirdly like just
Really
hero
does.
traded
Oh,
just
I'm like,
because I guess they
oh.
wanted to.
I'm like,
Anyway, unfortunately,
oh,
I'm gonna have to skedaddle, so I have to leave you guys to wrap
no
this one up.
worries.
Yeah,
No
no
worries,
worries.
mate.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very much for
joining.
joining.
Pleasure talking to you
Absolutely
guys.
fun. I should talk to you.
And I'll see what you guys say when I watch the episode later.
Yeah, but
Bye.
Catch you later.
all
But
right.
yeah, it was such a shame when I've noticed that. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no,
Davis
it's
does
definitely
nothing. Davis
nah.
does nothing for me.
Yeah. So we've talked about DM. We talked about CS. We talked about the new
We've
stuff.
we've gone through nearly everything. I've
The
already got
only
3 tabs that we haven't spoken about.
the only stuff I really want to bring up in this episode
Yeah,
is
go for it, mate.
the
I feel
Atmon.
bad. I feel like we haven't spoken to you at all.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I've been letting you guys kind of lead these conversations. I'm really excited about the new Atmon stuff. So I will go in the order that they have been released, starting off with Musimon, which obviously we're getting all the new Musimon stuff. We're getting his lineup, so we're going to definitely see what Atmon does what best. So with Globemon, we definitely saw it's the aggression. It's being able to delete stuff and reload apps and everything. And Gaiamon even reloading stuff
Red
and
to a
everything.
T.
Yeah, red to a spotting T.
That's it.
Musimon is like Gatchamon, which plays out its own tamer if you have one or fewer. So it's going to be interesting to see what Torajuru does. It's going to be interesting to see what he does. We've had some like me and Joe definitely discussed like, well, what could he do? Like, would he gain one instead of drawing one? Like for Applink, App Fusing. He's not going to be a memory setter. I think he might either be at the start of memory if you have an
This is
Atmon
where
right.
I remember this chat. This is where we differed on. I was saying, I think they're all going to be mem setters because
Yeah.
I think in my mind it would just be weird that each pro tag isn't all a mem setter nowadays. It's just like to me it'd just be unfair that if you're a Gatchmon fan you're the one with the mem setter,
Yeah.
but if you're a Musimon fan or a Dogatch fan, I'm sorry, but you're not a mem setter. You
Yeah.
don't have one. You have to use Haru.
It,
But I guess that kind of makes sense to why Haru is so generic. It's just like if you just Applink, you get to do blah blah blah. So I guess there's arguments that they don't all have to be mem setters because you just put Haru in all of them.
yeah. Yeah,
But yeah,
you would
continue.
have to.
I
Yeah,
think that's just I just
yeah.
remember that conversation as well as really
I
interesting.
understand where you're coming from because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
then if you don't play Gatchamon in your deck, you're not getting Haru out for free. You have to hard drop him for 4. But
Yeah.
then, looking at it from a different perspective, well, if you're only playing Haru as a memory setter, would you play a different memory setter instead of Haru then? In a color that matches your deck, instead of playing a
Yeah.
random red tamer. Yes, it helps you with app fusing, about you suspend it, draw 1, and then you can app fuse after you've passed turn. But would you not play something that benefits the color you're trying to represent?
Yeah, you go for more color
Focused.
support base. Like my deck does a lot of DP reduction.
Yeah.
Oh, this tamer supports DP reduction and also sets me to 3. We're gonna just
This does a
throw
lot
random
more.
TK in it.
Exactly. And then what I love is that we're finally getting more generic link stuff. So his linking, when he's linked up, his effect is when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. Very nice to control the board and maybe get rid of some problematic floodgates, but I'm not too sure what kind of floodgates would be against Atmon, I'm gonna say. Like, there's not really
I mean, you
many.
got your standard memory gaining, play cost reduction, evo reduction, that kind of stuff. Like those are always around.
You don't Evo reduce. You don't do any of those. The only ones that I would maybe see is gaining a
You don't
memory.
evolve, good sir. I beg to differ.
You do evolve, but when you app fuse to go up, you mainly want to app fuse.
Yeah. But memory gaining is always
Yeah,
a thing.
maybe.
You know, like
The next one we got was Melodimon, his evolution.
I like
Its app
Melodimon.
fusion is Muse, Recordamon, and Micmon. MCmon.
And Simo.
On play when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4k for the turn. good for getting rid of floodgates, or even maybe some level 4s, like Nume. Your turn once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, you may play one level 3 Digimon card with the Atmon trait from your hand without paying the cost. I see this being very, very busted with cards like Watchmon, which on play makes it so that one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack the player. Very good for board control late game. Another
100%.
reason is Navimon, searching your deck for your app drivers and your Atmons. So that's going to be interesting. When attacking, this is its link effect, when attacking, and this is not once per turn, you may play a level 3 Digimon card with the Atmon trait from your hand without paying the cost. That's not even once per turn, that's
I
broken.
didn't notice that, dude.
That is broken.
Dude, can Gaia just swarm the field now?
Oh,
Let's
if
go.
Gaia can swarm the field with Navi and Gachis, you're gonna win the game so quickly. So that was the first Atmons we got. The next one we got was Effectmon, a level 4 security play Digimon for Atmon.
Another one.
This is very good. The first one we got
We've
was
got, like,
Calendar.
4 of them now.
Yeah. No, we've got 2.
Yay.
We've got 2.
No, because we got the other 2.
What other 2?
The first lot of support had like 2 level 4
No.
apps that's security
No,
mods.
there's only one in the first set, and that was Calendarmon.
Oh, you had another one.
Was there?
I know, because I made a security deck for Paw and
So-
there's 2 apps that can do it.
Effectmon. On play when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's level Digimon with 4000 DP or less. Floodgate killer, level 3 killers that just are problem childs on the board. Ukamon killers, basically, as I like to say. And then, when linking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 or less DP. Very generic. What are you going to expect from a security Digimon, though? Like... Ah, yes, those are the first 3 we got.
All of
Calendar,
these?
Gossip, and Socialmon. Ah,
Okay,
yes.
all of these are security Digimon.
Interesting. Oh, yes. So, where I definitely think you are correct with, the deck that comes with this new tamer is basically going to be a whole new Atmon deck, is because we've already got multiple level 3s. Because of Recordamon, it's a level 3, on play by trashing one card with Atmon in its trait, draw 2, and then its link is just generic blocker. Which is
I like
very
that.
interesting. So,
I like that a lot.
definitely playing on this deck might be a very more control-heavy version of App, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, this one, Musimon deck definitely seems to be a bit more like, I don't want you to have something while I'm also going to go wide.
But
It seems like a more wide go strategy.
this is also the very first time, I say first time, but Joe has pointed out, like, kind of isn't, but Tweetmon was a promo, and we're only now just getting it, so which means Dogachi has now got all 3 of his app fusions, and having that
Yeah.
third one really does help. I was going into Joe, who just left, and having that third card to go into Dogachi really helps speed up Globemon. Really helps to speed
Yeah.
up. So Mikemon,
Yeah, you
play.
primarily want to, like,
yeah,
app fuse your level 4 in the app deck. That tends to be like, if you can't app fuse the level 4, your deck really heavily slows.
exactly. So MCmon, I don't know if it's Mikemon or because there's no I in it, so it's like really weird. On play, reveal top 3 cards, add 1 card with Atmon and 1 card with the Entertainment or Awakening trait among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck. I have a feeling...
MCmon is referencing, you know, like the DJs that do like the record, like
MC, like
yeah, like MC Hammer, that kind of thing.
Literally pronounced MCmon.
Yeah, MCmon.
Okay, so that's going to be really interesting that it doesn't add an app driver trait, which means, because Navimon added an app driver, I have a sneaky suspicion that our tamer for this deck is either going to be app driver / either entertainment or awakening trait. Is going to have app driver plus
He might be
trait,
an entertainment trait because he
because
is a YouTuber.
But going back to Haru,
I could definitely see him being an entertainment trait because
Haru,
just to reference him being a YouTuber in the show.
Haru
Hmm.
is, I'm pretty sure, is an app
Haru,
driver
hero
and a
trait.
hero trait. So I
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
funny feeling that this guy is going to be an app driver plus also an entertainment trait. So
Yeah, that could
means
be cool.
it's gonna only add that own tamer, but like I said, it's probably gonna be its own deck. Then we also
Ooh.
got another
Yeah.
security Digimon level 4, so it is generic to get 1 level 3, 2 level 4s. So
Dude, I'm
this is gonna
so
be
just
a
making an
whole.
app deck that's just like all the security Digimon.
On play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. When
So doing that.
linking, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So this is very much green heavy. Roamon? I think that's how you pronounce that. But
Yep.
also, MCmon's linking,
Roman, yeah.
yeah, MC's when linking effect, trash any one Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. That's standard blue.
Which one was that?
That's MCmon when linking.
Simon, yeah.
And
Oh
then,
yeah, that's just basic blue.
yeah. We also got a new egg for Atmon, Tapmon. Your turn,
Yeah.
when this Digimon gets linked, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. That's not too good. You want to use Swipemon. Swipemon, just draw one, gets you what you need.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, Swipe's still the best egg.
yep. And the
It's
final,
very hard to say no,
yeah,
like, to a draw egg.
no,
A draw egg's so good.
yeah. And when you get that off of something you're going to be constantly doing, it's really good.
Yeah. Especially for that.
And the final Atmon we
Yeah.
have gotten so far, because we still, like over a month away still from BT22 being released.
Yeah, we've got
So,
ages for beating anyway.
we got Dreammon. All turns once per turn. When this Digimon gets linked, your opponent's effect can't return one of your Digimon to the hand or deck until their turn ends. So which
Yeah.
means until the end
He's
of your
good.
opponent's turn, if I'm reading that correctly.
So when this Digimon gets linked, your opponent's effects
Till
can't.
their turn.
The opponent's effects can't return one of your Digimon turns to the end of their turn. Yeah, yeah.
End of your
Till
opponent's
off the
turn.
end of their turn. Yeah, basically until the end of your opponent's turn.
Yep. And we love this. When linking, D-Digivolve 1. We love the D-Digivolve.
I think they've worded it this way because if you ever somehow manage to link on your opponent's turn, if you trigger this, it's just for that turn.
Oh yeah, then he just
So
links.
it doesn't linger for like 2 whole turns.
Yeah.
For 3 turns if that was the case.
Yeah.
Or something
So
like that.
we've got some new Atmons coming out, some very spicy stuff. It's definitely looking like it's going to be its own deck. You might be able to swap some stuff in. Like maybe Tweetmon will be able to go in there just for a little bit more draw engine. And obviously,
It all depends on how you build your app decks. Because like, do you focus on the main pro tags line to Applink, and you don't really care about Applinking the other half? So like, if we're taking our current one, you only focus on app fusing Globe
yeah,
and Logatch, and it's just like, I'm never gonna app fuse Timon and that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Then
you're
you,
never
like
really
the
gonna.
other half of your deck is just generic link effects I would just want to utilize.
Yeah, it's gonna
But
be
then you
very.
got some players who are just like, I want to make sure I can app fuse everyone
Yeah,
every
which is
time.
very much what this deck looks like it's gonna be doing. We haven't got
So
any
yeah,
level
this one's
5s
following that
revealed,
trend.
but this is weird. We've got no level 5s revealed yet, so it's gonna be very
No,
interesting.
that's gonna be saved for later.
100%. We haven't
Yeah.
had any tamer revealed yet, so
No.
gonna be interesting to see what he does. I'm kind of on the fence of it. I think it probably might swing towards where it will be a memory setter like Haru and just do the same thing Haru does, just as a yellow. But then also, you never know, he might be doing something else. But,
Yeah, it could just be a bit more DP reduction.
yeah. But then again, we don't know. Still a month away, but yeah. I think
I'm excited though. I like Musemon's character. I really like him. I like his tamer. He's really cool.
Domemai! The amount of times me and Joe have just said that to each other at locals, it's insane.
Dormadu? Sure. That's alright.
Yeah.
Sure, Dormadu.
Yeah. I think that is basically everything that's been revealed, though.
For apps, yeah. Yeah, we haven't had. I mean, eaters. Are you interested in eaters?
Not
Like
really.
the new Mother D Reaper deck.
Nah.
We just need to know what the other forms do, because
Yeah,
so
it's
far
gonna-
it's just I'm gonna swarm blockers for cheap memory,
Yeah.
and that's basically it.
Like, I don't think that deck's, like, it's gonna be another Mother deck where it's like, it's gonna swarm the board, it's gonna reduce cost, and then it's gonna have a big boy that you slam out, and then that's your game win.
Yeah,
It's gonna be another Mother situation where I have a game condition I'm trying to meet, and that's all I do. I don't do anything
Yeah.
else.
I'm always excited to see what the new egg fate focused deck does. You know, like Mother D, then you had Yggdrasil, then the Gate of Deadly Sins. I'm always interested in like what these egg-based decks do. It's like I really like the idea of what the Abadamon deck. I'm interested in building that deck. That looks super fun.
Yeah.
It's from EX9. That's
I
gonna
mean,
be fun.
it'll definitely be some sort of fun deck to go into, because Mother's always fun to go into. You either
I like my big
Yeah, it's
15k.
like
You can't
literally.
touch me.
I just feel like these egg decks are just like very. Oh yeah, cool. I can actually play the game against you. Or
They're
I don't
all-
see a single bit
I was
of
about to say
potential.
they're always the budget deck, and I just remembered Royal Knights isn't.
No, it's not.
It used to be the budget deck. I really liked when Mother Reaper was like the super budget deck.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just like,
easy.
I want to get someone to the game. Oh, cool. My highest thing is rare. Yay.
Literally.
I can play the game. With more reveals, EX11 is another Liberator set.
Oh god, no, not again.
Dawn of the Liberator. So Zephyrwargames support because Zephyrwargames pictures there. That's going to be interesting. I'm just getting back into the web novel. Really enjoying it so far. We're getting Appmon. I just got to the point where Appmon is now in the web novel.
Oh my god.
And like, yeah, it's Yao dueling them, and Yao's just like, I don't know, what is an Appmon? What is linking?
Oh my god.
It's just a perfect portrayal of like half the fan base of Digimon fan base, where they're just like, I don't care about apps. I don't know what they do. I don't know who they are. We're getting another reprint booster.
Yes.
Omnimon's on it.
Oh my
Don't know
god.
what one it's gonna be. Because it's base form Omnimon, so I don't know who it is.
It could be old Blitzoni. If they do that,
We
they're
don't
really,
need
really...
another one.
No. But if they do that,
Don't
that's
need
really
another one of
bad.
them. I think it's gonna, considering this isn't until March 2026, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the Omnimon that's coming out in 22. So this is like Nokia's Omnimon. So if it's true, then they technically just revealed an alt art reprint, and we haven't even got the new card yet. So that would be interesting. And then the last thing we've had revealed, from what I could see going through our reveals Discord that our friends made, is the Premium Heroine Set version 2. Where we're getting all the girls from the video game and manga as well. So we're going to get a alt art reprint for Phoenix Montana, Hina for Dragon Links, the Mastermon Mirai Tamer. You're going to hate this one, Billy, because I think you sold the deck ages ago. Arena. Arena reprint.
Oh my god. I'm not
Yeah,
even
we're
caring about that.
finally reprinting the secret rare Hina.
Really? Oh my god. I don't even
That would be
mind.
so good. Please, Bandai, you just need to reprint, and then that deck's budget. That deck's playable. Not budget, but the deck will finally be playable for general players.
I mean, to be honest, I got basically all my money back for that deck. Like, it was fun
Yeah,
while
but
it
like,
lasted, but that deck was way too slow for the format.
yeah, but like, you agree, like, it'd be nice to have
Oh,
like
that
random
one
Timmy over
card
there,
was
to just like, I love Old Force, but I don't want to
spend an
spend
arm and a leg.
150 quid for
Yes.
4 cards. It's just like,
It was the one bad thing
dude,
about All Force where it's like, oh
it
yeah,
literally was. It was the one thing tainting that deck as
mm,
like something that I could recommend to someone. Because I hated it when someone goes up to me and it's like, I want to get into the game, I really like All Force. I'm like, damn it.
how I
I
don't
can't
have the,
recommend you All Force because I don't
I
want you to
can't,
be
I
hated
can't
by.
break this kid's heart. I
It's
can't do it.
like, sorry, but you can't. Can't play All Force.
I
At
mean,
least
unless
not
you're
like to
willing,
its full potential.
unless they're
Like,
willing to pay the amount for that card, they're not gonna play it.
yeah, I always have to like find budget alternative tamers to put in the deck, and someone like comes up to me and they're like, "Why are they? Where's the Hino?" Like, bruh, he's just starting. Don't make him spend 40 quid for one card.
Mhm.
So I really hope that this is that one. We've got Nokia and then Arissa. So that's going to be super fun. I'm really excited for this one. I really liked the idea of the heroines. Because, like, waifus sell. So, they always make the waifus, like, the really high ones, especially nowadays.
Mm.
So I like that they're, like, just making, like, the waifu promo box set thing. And you get, like, some nice sleeves and that. Yeah, that is everything so far that Bandai has like just recently revealed, and I am super excited to see what they do. They're having a whole set based on time strangers. I remember saying to a bunch of the guys where I'm just like, I really want more video gamey sets. I want them to take a video game and make a whole set on it because it's done. It's already done
Mhm.
for you. It's like if Pokemon just took a video game. What they already do that. So they took Legends of Arceus and they just made a whole booster set about it. So it's just like if you want to know who's in that set, well, cool. Just look at the Pokedex and Arceus, and that's basically
Mhm.
everyone that's probably in that set. And we have Digidexes in the video game. Cyber Sleuth has a Digidex. Hacker's Memory has a Digidex. The Time String is probably going to have a Digidex. So you just have to look at who's in that video game, and like probably all of those characters are going to be in this booster set. So if you really like anyone in that video game, you just be like, yeah, cool, they're probably in here. So I'm very very excited. I like Sakuria, so I'm looking forward to that. We haven't tacked on the Hacker's Memory set, which is going to be the set before Time Exchanges. So BT23 is going to be the Hacker's Memory side of Cyber Sleuth. We already know that Hoodimon is going to be in the game, which is the biomerge of Wormon.
Mhm.
So that's going to be interesting. I'm really excited for that because I liked Hacker's Memory and Cyber Sleuth. You haven't finished Cyber Sleuth yet, have you? Really?
No, I've been meaning to finish that game off. It's been
I
eluding
need to.
me.
I want to. You've just had too many Pokemon games coming out.
Oh yeah, Jesus! Like we've just had the Switch 2 come out. We've got ZA
Dude, you
coming
should
up.
play. You already play Cyber Sleuth on your Nintendo. You should just continue it on your Switch too.
Yeah, I could. I because all the data's on there. I could easily go
Yeah,
onto it. It's just finishing the chapters. Oh my god, it's so long. Good day, Jesus
it's
Christ.
such a good game
I
though.
know it's a good game. I love the game, but it's
It's
just so
legit
long.
such a good game.
Yeah.
I need to replay it. I need to replay it.
Mm,
Maybe I'll stream me replaying it on the channel.
yeah.
Um, I just need to see if can I stream from the PlayStation directly to my YouTube
Pretty sure.
through the
Yeah.
PlayStation because you can log into your PlayStation.
Yep. Yeah, you can do it.
So
I could.
I'll have
Yeah.
a
Well, after we finish after this episode, I can definitely help you look into that. So.
yeah. I have to look into that. That'd be
I
interesting. So if I
think.
could just do that straight away because I'm
Yeah.
already logged in on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So if I can just do that, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
I think that
Saves so much
is.
hassle.
Yeah. I think that is our main phase done.
I
Joe,
think
would
that's
you
it.
agree?
Yeah, yeah. I
Alright.
guess one last question. What are you most excited for?
Admons.
Oh, quick fire. At one. So
Like,
22. Done.
yeah. 22, like, come on.
Big
Is that
22.
even a
Hat mark.
question, Joseph?
I
Like, come on. What about you?
Um,
Quickfire. Ha. What is your favourite?
think 22. Yeah, 22.
Oh, yeah, fair.
22. But not for app. I'm really interested in Nokia. Nokia's deck's great.
Hmm.
The artwork for Wargrave and Water goes.
You love your
Oh,
Omni, like, DNAing.
Omni deck is so cool. When they finally made it a DNA deck, oh, thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
I'm definitely excited on that.
I think that's going to end our main phase there.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'll catch you in the
So,
next phase.
in the end phase.
あいつまな旅 to the future 共に行こうさ
And we're back with the end of the video, end of this episode, with the end phase. So we haven't had any questions posted, but if you do have any questions, please post them in the video comments of the episodes. Doesn't matter which episode it is. If it's just a new question, I'll be able to find out with the new notification. So whichever one you're currently watching, if you have a question, yeah, just post it down in that video's comment section so I know it is a question for the podcast. If you post in a random video, I will struggle to probably find it.
Yeah.
So help me help you.
Yes.
So, but yes, thanks again, Biddy, and thanks again, Joe, for joining me on another episode of Welcome to the Applink.
Always going to be
We're
here.
very always fun. I'm very excited for what's coming out and what's coming up. So stay tuned for the next one. And with that, as always, thank you to me and
Yeah.
and thank you from Billy.
Yeah, thank you from me. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like we
Like,
said,
comment, and subscribe.
yeah.
And follow Billy again on Mr. Dr. Volting on his Twitch. Dr.
And
Volting.
YouTube as well, please, because I am
Yeah.
going to probably start uploading some videos there of some type
I think I
of...
had a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I
That's
don't
a
post on there.
surprise.
I don't post on there. I'm going to try and start posting on there some monotype runs and also just some
Okay.
Pokemon, maybe some Digimon content and other things like that. Probably some personal
So is that
content
going to
as
be
well.
dual streaming, is it? So
Yeah, I might.
streaming on your YouTube and the Twitch, or is it going to be different things
I'm most
on
likely
different
just
places?
I'm most likely just gonna stream on Twitch. YouTube is just gonna probably be for videos, maybe the VODs as well. I might like stream and record
Okay.
it as well, and then just upload it up onto YouTube as a straight VOD, so people can
Mhm.
watch them whatever. But I'm not too sure. But
Sounds good.
please
Sounds
subscribe if possible, and subscribe to obviously Zephyr Digimon as our main one. That's where probably mainly gonna be uploading Digimon content. So,
Yeah.
and then I'll probably be posting Pokemon and other relevant content on there.
That's it.
Alright?
Well, thank you very much, everyone. Big
Bye.
thanks from me. Big thanks from Billy. And we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye bye.
Bye.